So, we're talking about economics, and economics is physics. Physics is law. And here are three laws of economics. Number one, value is subjective. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Or what's a fool? One man's trash is another's gold. We hear these sayings all around us. What this is telling us is things have subjective value. One thing might be valuable to you and it might not be valuable to me. Number two, we're looking at too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Don't overdo it. Or how even drinking too much water, which is supposed to support life, can kill you. Too much of a good thing is not a good thing. Utility is diminishing, marginal utility. And number three, it's we don't have forever. And time is money. Things of that nature, what they're telling us is if the same thing can be had a bit quicker, it's more valuable. And the counterpoint to that would be if I wait for, if I wait, if I delay the necessity of that thing, it's going to be cheaper if I can wait. It's going to be easier to get later on. So, with these three laws, again, the first one is subjective value, second one is marginal utility, and the third one is time preference. With these three rules, we can derive pretty much every other law of economics and we can decide what decisions we should make. And these decisions, I do not claim they're going to make you happy, they're going to make you satisfied, or they're going to fulfill your life. But what these allow us to do is if you have a goal to have more resources in the future, like I do, so that the future me can figure out what the hell are we doing here on this earth and what the hell does it mean to be happy, then these laws are going to help you provide your future self with a better set of resources to figure out this problem. So what I'm doing in the end is just passing on this problem to the future me. And right now, all I can do is just set him up for success and hope he figures it out. Because I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but maybe he does because he's a little smarter and stronger and better than me in every way. This is my thesis. And these are the only three laws that I've come across, and everything else can be derived from them. But there's a couple other things that you might need to consider. For example, let's take the case of a person just starting out a new job. So I'm Amar, I'm starting a new job, and my parents, they want me to be successful at this job and not have to worry about every little expense. So what they do is they give me a bit of cash. They give me 10,000 to start this job. When I start this job pays me 20,000. I started off with 10,000, and after the end of the first month working at the job, now I have 30,000. So that my net worth has grown from zero to the parents that gave me the savings, 10,000. And then with the job, it grew to from 10,000 to 30,000. So there was an addition of 20,000 to my net worth. And so in percentage, that's going to look like maybe 200% increase. What's going to happen next month is I'm going to continue the job and it's going to again pay me 20,000. Maybe I get a bonus, 21,000, 22,000. But more or less, what I'm earning is I had 30,000 before and I'm earning 20,000 on top of that. So I'm earning around 70, 80% in the next month. Then in the next month, the third month comes around and I should have the net worth of 10,000 plus 2 months working at the job, that's 2 times 20,000, 40,000. So it should be 50,000 by now. But in a lot of cases, what's going to happen is a lot of this money gets spent on food, on travel, on necessary expenses, but also some luxury expenses that we bought some clothes. And now, even though they costed a lot, new phone, the clothes, they costed a lot, but when I go to sell them in the market, they're not going to be as valuable. Or even if I have to pass them on to my sibling, he's not going to like give me the full price for it. He's going to say, fine, I'll have your old shirt, but you have to give it to me for free, or I'll give you like 100 rupees, 200 rupees. That's it. So, but we're going to, just to simplify the calculation, we're going to say that we end up saving every little amount. Now, as you can see, as the months go on, the value is diminishing. And at the 12th month, working a whole year, it's going to reach a point where you're only getting 10, 15, 20% onto your net worth. And you might think that's not a lot, but it's in a month. So 10, 15% in a month is still like valid. It's worth it for sure. And then if we look at the years, in the first year, you're doing, I don't know, you start with 10,000 and you made 20,000 every month for 12 months is 2,40,000. You made 2,400% on your net worth in the first year. Second year, you're doubling that amount. So you're making 100% on your net worth. Third year, you're making 50% on your net worth. It's going down. And by the fifth year, you're only making 20, 25% on your net worth. So now you must be wondering like, gee, what if I just take all of my money and put it in a stock and just live off the profit I make from the stock? Maybe I put it in a fixed deposit and I earn 7 to 10% in a year. And that's going to make me like scale back my living a little bit. I can't eat as nice, or dress as nice, or have as nice of an apartment, but now I don't have to work anymore. So that's a big upside. And so we've looked at this scenario. I'm not going to hark on it too much, but I totally want to like completely avoid any talk of motivation, perseverance, determination. These are all copes. We don't want to talk about any of that. You're only going to have determination, motivation for a week. Maybe you're feeling good. You want to, do something for yourself, but we're not talking about that. We're not even going to consider that you're a genius, you're creative, innovative. None of that. We're not interested in that. Another thing that I want you to be thinking about is compounding your net worth. Like, we want to be thinking in net worth, not in salary. Because with net worth, I want to be looking at what I was worth in total now, and I want to increase it in the next month. And I would submit to you that it's not really very difficult to make your life 5-10% better in the next month. What I mean is like having 5 to 10% or even 20% more resources in the next month. Could you not figure out a way that in the next month you're going to have 20% more stuff, and then the future you can get to decide what to do with it? Like, you work out more, do more exercise, you have more muscle, or you eat healthier, you sleep better, and you cut out some things that were taking away your time, taking away your health, taking away your resources. There's a lot of things that you could be thinking of. And we're not even talking about being creative or being innovative or starting a business or anything like that. And I would submit to you that if you take those money and you start to pay yourself, like, okay, I made this much this month, Now I'm going to go out, eat, waste it away. What's that going to do is, suppose you started with 10,000 and you somehow worked hard and grew it to 12,000 in the next month, but you ended up spending 2,000. So what's going to happen is you're going to be stuck at 10,000. Your net worth is going to be stuck. So we don't want that. We want the net worth to keep climbing as well. So that the next month you have 12,000 to play with, and then you try to grow it to 13, and then 13 to 15, and it's never going to stop. You can decide whenever, like, okay, I'm happy at this amount, I'm not going to work anymore. Okay, that's up to you. But just from the calculation, we're going to look at that. And my another thesis that I have that I would like to submit is that this AI revolution thing, all it's going to do is, suppose right now I want to make a website. There's a client who's going to pay me to make a website. What is my cost? What are my production costs? Like, when you manufacture a car, what is the cost to manufacture a car? Right? We're looking at the cost of production, not the price of the car at the showroom. We're looking at what it costs to make that car. So in the case of a website and digital goods like spreadsheets, videos, music, or emails, essays, whatever have you, the cost has been really, really low for the longest time. Like, it just takes a weekend, maybe a week, working at the computer. The Wi-Fi is really cheap. Energy is really cheap. The laptops, they don't really use much energy. And it didn't really make sense. Like, why are these engineers paid many lakhs a month just to make a website, just to code something, make spreadsheets, give talks, give, talk in meetings? And it didn't really make sense. But it makes sense in a sense because there's only a few people there's like only a handful of people who get a higher education and then get an MBA, and then who are trained enough to be able to write those emails, to be able to write those programs. And since there was a shortage, they could charge whatever they want. Like, they could charge a high salary if their work was really high quality. But with AI, what's going to happen is, first, it sucks right now, but over time, it's going to get better. And if you do not have the budget, if you don't want to afford the highest quality worker, if you can get away with low quality work, you can have a website right now for free. You can have spreadsheets for free. You can have a business analysis done on your expenses for free. And you can have scheduling done for you for free just by using AI. So the cost of these things is going to go down and actually match the cost of production. So it would be a good idea probably to start thinking in the physical world. That's my 2 cents. And we should also remember that every problem is an opportunity. The problem, let's say the problem is costing us 1 lakh. If I figure out a solution for 50,000 that can solve this problem and solve the leak of 1 lakh, then now I have earned the right to charge at least 10 to 20,000 for the solution of this problem. And this is how I want to be looking at life. And this is how I'm going to figure out how to spend that money. Like, all of my net worth, I'm going to spend it every month, or whatever my duration is, every year, every month, to solve a problem and try to increase the net worth by a couple percent. And I would like to invite you to do the same. And it's going to be awesome if you all get together and do this, because I do not like that we are friends. We're supposed to be friends. We know each other, and we cannot do, like, I'm supposed to be educated. I'm supposed to be smart. I'm supposed to know all of these things, but I cannot help my friend. I cannot help him worth, I can't help make his life better for 500. Like, I cannot give him a benefit of 500 rupees in his life. All I can do is, like, we can go outside and grab a snack, or we can go to the gym together. But I cannot really, make his life better for 10,000, save him 10,000 or earn him 10,000. That's, it would be nice if we were able to do that. But now I'm rambling, so I'm going to end this video. Thanks for tuning in. This has been Amar, and I'll see you next time.